All right, we are standing approximately on the build site, maybe a little lower, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be it.
So, as you can see, we're looking at the view there behind me. So we're standing on our land that we bought in August of 2020, right before we got married, like 4 days before we got married, which is crazy to think about. 16 and a half acres. Were you gonna say something? No.
Oh, in Custer County.
Oh, in Custer County,
Colorado.
Yep. So, overall plan, like I said, is to build a house here with that amazing view back there. So we're just getting started. So mostly this is kind of a documentation for us so we can see the process, and maybe if it helps other people, that would be cool. So the house we're planning on building, so first of all, we're both structural engineers. I do larger commercial concrete projects, mostly involved in the formwork, so not actually design of temporary structures really. So this one is a residential engineer though, which will come in handy. So
anything people dream of.
Yep. So this lot we're standing on, like I said, 16 and a half acres. Kind of the best of both worlds. We definitely both wanted different things out of a piece of land. So Travis is very
particular about house placement, orientation, all sorts of house philosophy that I would hope most people follow.
Well, yeah, you got to explain that. So mostly looking at green, sustainable living, right? So we're going to be off the grid, have some solar,
low
renewable
impact,
energy,
high efficiency, off grid.
Yep. So right now the plan, we'll see if this changes as we progress, is to build a 2-story house. It'll be approximately, I think right now we have 52 feet by 20 feet is the out to out of the concrete.
The livable square footage works out to be right about
2,000
square feet when it's all said and done.
Yep. So, like I said, we bought this in 2020. Right now, currently, it's March 24th, I think, 2023. So it took us a couple years to get started. Bought the land for $39,000 a couple years ago. I think it's gone up. We've searched some properties around here that are a lot less acreage that are more expensive. So, but no current utilities, nothing. So,
used to be used for mining.
Yeah. A while ago, right? I mean,
long time ago.
That was like in the 70s and 80s. Here's you'll see him in the video, our dog in the background, the wild child. Loves it up here though. So Rubik's, yeah. So yeah, we're kind of just checking it out. We're actually here today to meet with an excavator and kind of go over, we think excavation is the first step because, I don't know if you can tell from this video, but we're up the hills away and it's pretty steep. We're actually standing on a nice flat part, but you kind of get on the property from back there. And so we think we need, usually, well, again, we think you want to drill the well usually first just to make sure you can get water. But we don't think we can get a drill rig up here as is. So we think we need an access road, which means we need to talk to the excavator first. We have a couple of improvements we want to make lower down, and we'll kind of show that as well. But just wanted to check in. The other thing that we're checking out, which is exciting, is we did contact, probably a month and a half ago now, a surveyor. And he was awesome. He responded right away. We had some struggles
getting a hold of anyone.
It is very rural out here, so definitely moves at a different pace than we're used to. We're from Denver, so or we live in Denver now, so
it's just normal city pace.
Yeah, a little bit different. But we got a contract from him right away to do the surveying of the lot, of the boundary lines, particularly our back lot line, because it's a little confusing back there. It's kind of a weird shaped lot.
Very odd shaped lot.
Yep. And the topography for where the house is going to go, because eventually, kind of like what we were talking about with the efficiency, we want to partially bury the house for thermal properties, and I don't know, anything else you want to talk about with that?
Yeah, planning to do an ICF concrete house,
which is insulated concrete forms.
And talking to a couple different companies, but the thought is we'd like to bury the north wall and the roof, use the roof as kind of a water collection system / filtration system, and then store a cistern for our water and then another cistern for fire would be the goal. And
yeah, obviously we live, I mean, it's Colorado, so it's dry, but
generally we got a southern facing lot, so the hope is to utilize the sun to do most of what we need.
Yep. So but we're excited because we didn't really hear from the survey guy, and we realized as we're checking out,
He already came and went.
he already came. So we did email him this week to kind of get a check-in and tell him we were going to be here today. We haven't heard back, but I'm guessing he's putting together the topography stuff and gonna get it to us. I'm sure that takes him a while to process. But once that happens, once we talk to the excavator, we'll figure out next steps. But it's exciting. So we're gonna go check out. This is our little, I don't know if you can see, I'm kind of standing on a flat spot that Travis and his brother dug out, if you can believe it, by hand last summer. So we camp here quite a bit in the summer. So but yeah, so hopefully one day our house will be back here, dog, and we'll have this beautiful view. So we're gonna go check that out, and then I'm sure we'll be back on to update you about what we talk about with the excavator and kind of probably show them the culvert and stuff. So
Oh yeah,
exciting.
a lot more to come.
All right, checking out for now. All right, so this is kind of what we're finding here back here on the back of the property line. There's one, I don't know if you can see it, up by that rock up there. So it's kind of going up the hill. We're trying to find the downhill one now. Yeah, and then house build point is down there.
Just off our property line.
The rock. Yeah. Like Travis mentioned earlier, they used to mine on some of this land. So we are standing.
The hills up there.
Yeah. So there's some, like, I think they did some mining up in here. But down here, we're actually standing on the spoils, or what do you call that?
Mine refuse.
Just the mine refuse, yeah. So it's kind of just like,
Mine tailings.
yeah, mine tailings, that's the word I'm looking for. So we're standing on the pile of tailings that they brought down here. So it kind of looks a little weird. It's literally just a big pile of rocks. But I guess I just wanted to show you guys. Here's our property line, and then it goes over to there, and then there's the road. So we're not sure if we're gonna use this, but it could be used, I think, for like road base. So I'm not sure. It's probably something we'll ask the excavator when he gets here. But again, just kind of a funky thing about the land. So you can also see behind me, and I'll show it to you a little bit more in detail when we look at the driveway into our lot. But there's a big ravine that goes all along the road. So we have a way to get into the property now, but it's definitely not the best. So we're going to talk to the excavator about making access a little bit better too. But yeah, so we may or may not use this. This is something we should ask the excavator. So
Yep, we'll talk to him about it. I mean, I'd like to use it as road base, but some of these rocks are absolutely gorgeous.
we got like red in them.
Deep reds.
Yeah. So yeah, again, just kind of a weird lot, but we love it. So. Are you nappy pup? Tired from running around all day. That's a win.
Here, I'll be the lot line.
So we are at the back lot line, as Travis is so astutely pointing out.
Point on line.
Yeah, point on line, that's right. This view is definitely the reason we bought this lot though. So, got finished talking to the excavator not too long ago. He's gonna give us a quote. It's like a father-son team, so the son came out.
Good folk.
Good folk. Would not give us even a gut check on the price. So we're taking bets. Travis's guess is
22,000.
and mine is 24,000. So we'll see. We really have no benchmark on how much earthwork costs. So
Well, and we're asking a bit.
we are asking a bit. Yeah, he did say it was what did he say? He wasn't scared, but he said it was a little bit more of an intricate project. But
Yeah, well, a little more thought has to go into it, for sure.
yeah.
It's not
sure.
a typical flat lot.
Nope, sure isn't. See our neighbors over there. I actually looked up their well permit and they ended up going, what did I say, 325 feet, I think. So we'll see. But yeah, we think, especially after talking to the excavator, I mean, think we'll probably just do the whole road and the entire building pad and then get the well driller. But he did recommend we talk to the well driller sooner rather than later. I guess they're a year out, like I was saying earlier. So we'll probably get him out here to walk sometime this summer, and I don't know, I guess gauge. Hopefully we can do earthwork this summer. Well, and septic. Well, septic, if we do earthwork, might happen this summer, right? Because he was saying you don't need to. So the excavator would actually put in the septic too. He's certified to test it and everything. So, yeah. All right, we're gonna head back down. A little windy. What is this?
This was the free RV that came with the lot. Or,
Yeah.
I guess in their mind, maybe not free. Maybe they thought it was worth something. Right now, it's a big lawn ornament that's disgusting.
Yeah. So this came with the land, and we'll have to figure out a way to get it off the land. But there's definitely mice in there. However, we found that the bathroom in it is pretty airtight. Here, we'll show you the nastiness. So we actually keep some tools in there, which is crazy. You can see right there, but it's definitely not the best. So but the weird thing about this too is there's not really a way to get it off the land without driving it down our neighbor's driveway. So which we have gotten permission to do, but obviously this thing isn't really drivable. So we'll have to figure out some way to get it off at some point, which will not be fun. But yeah, we think so. Actually, I'll show you. There is the start back here of, looks like they started to dig. I don't know, either a test pit or they're actually gonna mine. And then they set up camp back here. So I'm guessing it was from like people in the 70s, to be honest, but you can see like the remnants of an old fire pit right there, and just we found various things, so it's kind of crazy. So yeah, back half of our lot. Okay, so this is kind of our parking and camping area. We have a little fire pit we dug in here behind Rubik's. We use quite a bit in the summer if there's not a fire ban. And then this is the start of our driveway. So we did talk to the excavator about getting this a little better graded out because obviously right now it's not really wide enough So we need to widen it. He recommended 16, 18 feet, right, Trav? Minimum for like fire trucks, and then also if we need to get concrete trucks. But you can see this is kind of the big ravine, the whole issue. There's our existing culvert right there. We'll probably have to put in a bigger one, so he's probably gonna end up digging this up, and we'll end up coupling it and hopefully raising this road and making it a bit wider, which would be good because when you get up here, I don't know if the steepness is translating well on camera, but it's definitely a dip. So when it's muddy and stuff, it's a little harder for cars to get in. And then it's just like kind of a sharp angle to the road. So and then here's the dirt road. So yeah, hoping to get that raised up a little bit, get a new culvert in. Our property does this kind of funky thing right here at the entrance, where this is actually right here along this access road is the edge of the property. The one that surprised us was actually down by the culvert, so we really don't have much room, we don't think. So you guys can see that one down there. So we don't really have any room to expand that way, which I think we were thinking it was a little further out. So we'll probably have to expand this way, right?
Yep.
So
yeah, we have to. Good thing we got it surveyed.
Yeah. So we're going to take some measurements, right? Figure out how long of a culvert we think we would need.